Good morning, Alan. Hello, everyone else. Welcome to TARDIS Spider. Today, the Dalek Master Plan. The Doctor once described the Daleks as living, bubbling lumps of hate. These warlike creatures from the planet Skaro have been his most dangerous and tenacious enemy since the very beginning of his adventures in space and time. Their cry, "Exterminate!" has echoed across the universe, inspiring fear on every planet as they sought to spread their empire far and wide. I have watched the newfound episodes of the Dalek Master Plan, along with the three episodes previously released on the Lost in Time collection of Doctor Who. Now we have four out of five of the first episodes in a row. Each episode is action packed, dangerous, and capable of drawing you in. When you come to episode four, a missing episode, you realize just how much story is packed into each episode. I hope there is more to be found and released soon. If not, here is a plea for animating the rest of this story. On the planet Kimball in the year 4000, the Daleks have brought together an alliance of alien powers. They plan to use their new superweapon, the Time Destructor, to ravage and then conquer the solar system, starting with Earth. Arriving on Kimball, the Doctor, Stephen Taylor, and Katerina meet space security agent Brett Vion, who is unsuccessfully trying to warn Earth of the Dalek threat. The Doctor infiltrates the Dalek base and steals the energy source for the Time Destructor, the ultra rare mineral, tauranium, provided by the human trader Mavic Chen, guardian of the solar system. The Doctor's party escapes, stealing Mavic Chen's spacecraft. But the Daleks are close behind. During a brief stop on the planet Desperus, a convict sneaks aboard and takes Katerina hostage, resulting in his and Katerina's death in the vacuum of space. Once arriving on Earth, Vion's plan to alert space security of the Dalek plan fails thanks to further human traitors. He is killed by duped fellow agent Sarah Kingdom. The Doctor and Stephen and Sarah are accidentally transmitted to the distant planet Myra. Learning the truth about Chen, Sarah joins forces with the Doctor and Stephen, and they steal a Dalek pursuit ship. However, it is brought under the control by the Daleks and takes them back to the planet Campbell. This is as far as the story takes us through episode 5. Further on, once on Kimball, the Doctor and his friends recover the TARDIS and again flee the Daleks, who pursue them in a time vessel of their own. With Mavic Chen and the Daleks desperate to recover the Terranium core, a frantic chase across time and space ensues. During an encounter in ancient Egypt, Sarah and Stephen are captured by the Daleks and used as hostages. To save his friends, the Doctor is forced to relinquish the Terranium. Now nothing stands in the way of the Dalek plan for destruction of the universe. One of the things I find most interesting is Mavic Chen's spacecraft. This is some magnificent model work for the era. Let's talk about this craft. Mavic Chen's personal spaceship is a Spar, the most technically perfect craft in the history of space travel, according to Brett Vion. Spars are luxury spaceships designed for comfort over speed, but still far from slow moving. Chen's spar is circular in shape, with numerous small wing like projections around its circumference. The ship rotates rapidly while in flight, slowing as it lands. It can be controlled manually or flown on automatic pilot. Chen's ship is a Spar 7 40 A model, described by communications officer Rold as the embodiment of elegance plus ultimate technology. But its design appears to be unique, as Brett easily identifies it as Chen's from a distance. Nevertheless, after his Spar is stolen by the Doctor's party, the Daleks are able to put a similar ship at Chen's disposal so he can return to Earth without arousing suspicion. The Daleks launch pursuit ships after the stolen Spar. These craft are small, but can cover large distances at great speed. They can be piloted by a Dalek crew or remotely from the Dalek's Kendall base, overriding crew control. A self destruct function can also be activated remotely. The ship's armory includes a magnetizing beam which can interfere with other craft's navigation. As I said earlier, the model work for these spaceships is magnificent, not just for its time, but for television in particular. The Spar ship, stolen by the Doctor and his friends, does belong to Mavic Chen, the guardian of the solar system, a presidential style figure. His background and route to power remain mysterious. He is imbued with great personal charm and appears to be a popular figure on Earth. He purports to foster peace, progress, and prosperity throughout the planets of the solar system, but secretly conspires with the Daleks and other aliens to subjugate these worlds. He aims to eventually betray those allies to gain ultimate power for himself. Chen is killed by the Daleks when he ceases to be useful to them, something that happens quite often with the Daleks. While Chen is the owner and the master of his Spar spacecraft, it is quite unlikely that he can actually fly it himself. The ship is piloted and maintained by a small crew of two technics. Technics are personnel of the Space Security Technical Wing. They are uniformly male, bald, and wear featureless dark green overalls. The two technics who crew Chen's Spar are tied up and left at the Dalek spaceport on Kemble by Brett and Stephen when they steal the ship. The fate of these two is unknown. They were probably killed for their failure by the Daleks, unless they were considered useful to pilot Chen's replacement ship back to the Earth. This 12-part story had average viewing figures of 9.4 million per episode. It is also notorious for the fact that three people, who some considered to be companions, are killed in this episode. We now have 5 of the 12 episodes of this story. But to be honest, episode 7, The Feast of Stephen, really doesn't have much to do with the story. So here is a plea once again to the BBC. If the other episodes cannot be found very soon, please animate this story, for it truly is one of the very best Dalek stories. Enjoy your journey through time and space, and good night.